now, not just because of the Olympics, but Mark Skousen reminded us in this panel to talk about the sick man of the room that is actually Germany. So Rainer Z, who also has a great book, How Nations Escape Poverty, for you all to be able to buy, and I'm sure there will be book signings later on for him. So
yeah,
Rainer, please, 3 minutes.
Yes. I'm healthy. I'm not the sick man of Europe, but Germany is. Germany is, of course, the growth expectation is 0.1% for Germany. If you compare it on average for the world, it's 3%. For our neighbor Poland, it's 2.8%. And this is due to an ideology-driven energy policy. First, we phased out nuclear power plants. What is a crazy idea? If you believe climate change is the biggest threat, you should build more nuclear power plants instead of phasing them out. Then we started to phase out coal power plants. We forbid fracking. Now we import fracking gas, LNG, from the United States. And then we made us dependent on Russian gas. And now we have almost the highest energy prices in the world. And this is not only because of the war. It was even before the war started, we had almost the highest electricity prices in the world. And the result is that companies who rely heavily on electricity, they are leaving Germany. For example, BASF, this is the biggest chemical company in the world. They prefer now to produce in China. They say in China, we have less bureaucracy than in Germany, and the electricity prices are 7 times higher in Germany. So they are leaving, and the number of bankruptcies from companies is on a 10-year high now in Germany. For companies with a turnover of more than 10 million, the number of companies who got insolvent increased by 41% from this year to last year, if you compare it. And these are not the only problems. You know, we have a huge welfare state anywhere in Germany. Now they made a new law. You can get money from the state. They call it Bürgergeld. And if you live in Munich, for example, you get $3,500, like euros, the month without doing anything. And of course, there are a lot of people who prefer to do nothing. And on the other hand, companies look desperately for workforce, for skilled workers, but also for people who do the simplest work. In restaurants, they find no people because if I get the money from the state, why should I work there 40 hours? I get it for nothing. Maybe in addition, some hours of illegal work, and then I have even more. Now the number of restaurants who get bankrupt increased by 27%. Now, so we have a lot of problems, and of course, on the other hand, we have a migration, a big influx from millions of people who come there, but uneducated people. And from the people who got this, what we call Bürgergeld, money from the state, 65% are migrants. 65% are migrants. I'm pro-migration if it's skilled workers, but these are people who, in a lot of cases, who want to take the money from the state. And I think we shouldn't criticize them.
That free rider problem exists practically all over the world, and it's very important that you mention it. But I'd like to hear if there are at least better news on the other side of the world. Preeti was back here with us. It's wonderful to see you again, and Rainer, of course.